according to the guide, the next section shouldn't be that difficult. But yeah, that was pretty brutal, I will say.
Oh, oops! I don't know why I did that. Okay, back.
So I mean,
Okay, let's just
don't say that I'm not capable of getting through this game, folks. I have played through this game in the past. I just don't remember it being that hard.
Yeah. But yeah, that was
thing
just
as well
the stories
is-
I had.
The thing as well is that I've heard people say, like, I remember, do you know Mario Maker?
Yeah.
So I remember from the Game Grumps, Ross was making these sadistic Mario Maker levels that were like known for like being super difficult, and Aaron had gone through a bunch of them like easily, and he was like, "Oh, no problems at all," and Ross was like super broken up about it.
Ross from Friends? Wait, no.
No, Ross from Game Grumps.
Oh.
But what you thought David Schwimmer was hanging out with the Game Grumps?
I was like, no, I got quite confused.
No.
Say Ross, I automatically think Friends for some reason.
No. So anyway, Ross was making more levels, and they, Aaron and Dan did a bunch of Ross's levels on the show, and Aaron, even though he'd like apparently had found the levels super easy offline, he said once he was actually like having to like record them, he said that he was having a lot more difficulty with them.
Kind of funny.
And he was thinking that it was probably because he had to do commentary, he had to make sure everything was working, he had to focus, he was conscious of being watched, all that kind of stuff.
That's the thing, that's why I don't think I could ever do streaming, because I don't think I would talk enough.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'd be easier if people were on. Admittedly, for me, that isn't as often as I would like it to be. I remember when I first streamed, I got super lucky. This lady just came on one point and spent like an hour talking. And I was like, and she followed me like near the end, and I was like, hey, this is great. I've got someone who was talking to me right at the gate. This is Puyo, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed, yeah.
And like that, and they followed me, so like maybe they'll come back in the future. You know, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, wait, nah, shit.
Yeah, that wasn't great. But ever since then, it hasn't gone quite as well. I mean, it's not bad, like, you know, but like, I don't get as many people on as often as I would like. And so, a lot of the time, I am just kind of there talking to myself, essentially. And they always do say, like, when you're streaming, always act as if you're, you know, there's got a lot of people watching you, you know? Like, you can't act as if no one's watching you. You've got to act like people are watching you. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Are you trying to set up chains, or...?
I'm trying to figure this out again.
Okay, I'll give you some time, alright, because it has been a while. The thing is, it's been so long that we were doing that other level that I forgot that this is the first time in months that you've come back to do Puyo. You know? It almost feels like we were always here playing Puyo and Tetris. You know?
Ah, shit.
But yeah, that's something that happens often. Like, it's just a case that people
Lose right now because
there's more to just, you know, recording a game than just recording a game, you know? You've got to actually like manage to be able to do commentary at the same time, which in and of itself is quite interesting. That's decent start. Probably blocked off a couple of moves that he could have done. But then there's also the editing, which actually the editing is by far and away going to be the one that most people don't think of.
That's another 2-chain.
Nice. Oh, they also did a 2-chain.
Ah, shit.
There was only 2 little things, whatever. So
yeah, that was the one.
And then also there's planning. Like, for instance, I had to plan out, when we recorded Dark Souls earlier today, I planned out, like, our little route of, like, extra jobs we had to do before we went into Sen's Fortress. And I was trying to make it so that... Ooh, a decent one at that.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, but they must have gotten a bigger one. Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention, because...
No, they blocked me.
I'll just give you some more time to get used to this. You might still win. It's always possible. All they have to do is make one bad move, or you happen to block an essential part, and all of a sudden they can't do anything, you know? But, yeah, that's...
No, oh fuck, I okay.
You could... Oh, okay.
No, I lost. Okay, again.
So, Yeah, there's like I'm planning stuff out with that. That can also impact. Now, the thing is, if you're playing a game blind, you can't really plan it out, you know. Which is why it's part of the guide to blind Let's Play. It's me making sure that things run smoothly.
Ah, shit.
Oh my god! Wait, how much of a chain did they get?
I don't know, because I'm just like completely fucked there. I didn't even notice how much of a chain they got. You can check that in editing later.
I will have to, yeah. I'm just listening to this music as well, actually. I don't know why, it kind of makes me think of older Ease music for some reason. But yeah, there's a lot that goes into making some of these stuff. It's interesting the kind of production behind all this. Besides that...
Oh, 2 chain. Yay, finally.
Oh, if you could hit them hard enough, like, you might actually... Oh, they're trying to stall. Oh, but they...
How did they win?
You blocked them off and they couldn't, like, move.
Okay, I didn't even know I did that.
There was one bit where they were just spinning in the air trying to delay it.
Haha, I won that.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Because, you see, here's the thing. It's... In Puyo, it's much easier to screw over your opponent. Like, because things are falling down and they can, like, block off paths. In contrast, in Tetris, you're being pushed up. So you don't really have to deal with that stuff until you get down to it.
Okay.
Now, it keeps pushing you up, so maybe sometimes it'll push you up high enough that you're struggling to, like, put pieces in. But it's not anywhere near as bad as having to, like, you know... Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So, it's much easier to, like, screw your opponent in Puyo. So, that's interesting. So, that finishes off World 5, is it?
I think so.
Okay, so we're on to World 6.
Yeah.
Oh, who is this?
Oh, she's new.
Miss Accord.
I see some new faces now.
And look, she's a big fan of Cardcaptor Sakura.
Yeah, I can tell. A lot of them are.
Actually, that cat is so funny, actually. Look at his eyes. With the way that he's drawn, he looks sad. He's like, I'm stuck with this lady, please let me go.
Yeah, he's happy.
You see, those are the eyes of trauma. You have not seen the things I've seen. The horrors. I'm just joking, of course. So, how are we doing time? Yeah, we're fine. We can do a bit more. So, yeah, at least we're making progress with that. Oh,
I'm just gonna grab my phone. I say
oh, careful! Oh,
it's empty. It's empty anyway. It's empty.
Yeah, but also there was just cables everywhere. Sorry, folks. Things are getting crazy here.
I just want to take my phone off.
Indeed. No. Instead, you'll have to face your own memories.
There's a lot of cables over there, isn't there?
You'll be training against illusions. Close friends, powerful rivals.
Actually, a lot of people like using wireless controllers. I'm not a fan of it myself.
This is a charging lead, really. So this lead from my controller is mostly to charge my spare controller when I'm using controller. So I prefer wireless controllers.
But I'm always worried with wireless controllers that, like, I'll be in the midst of something and it'll suddenly go.
That's why you have 2 controllers and you charge, one is charged.
But, like, if I'm in the middle of a boss fight in Dark Souls or something, you don't really have time to, like...
if your charger was nearly dead, it will tell you.
Or if I'm doing, like, some crazy jumps. Like, you know what? I would have been bawling if I was, like, doing, like... What was it? Chapter 9 of Celeste. And I was, like, on the final area of it. And I'd gotten through most of it.
If your controller was nearly dead, you would know. So, you would just swap it out.
Maybe. I've seen some players online, though. I remember seeing someone... They were fighting a tough boss in Dark Souls 3, and they were doing kind of okay. Don't know if they'd have won it, but they'd have at least gotten to his second phase and stuff. But then, all of a sudden, the controller just suddenly disconnected.
It would tell you when it's nearly dead. It would be flashing. And you see it come on the screen, controller battery low.
The controller battery low thing might... But thing is, he plugged it into his charger, you see.
Oh, that's weird then.
But apparently it was like a loose thing.
Oh, that was just something to do with the controller being faulty. So.
And he was like, "This is a new cable as well. Maybe it was the controller, but maybe
it was
it was
more likely
also."
the controller was faulty, I say.
But he thought he was charging it, and turned out not to be the case, you know. So he just got very angry about that, giving out about Sony and the quality of their controllers.
You and your dork magic can go run along now.
Magic.
Hey, that's dark magic.
God, this is so like final area of a JRPG, isn't it? We've kind of talked about it before, but like in JRPGs, the end areas are always so weird
Is this
looking.
the last area?
No, I'm pretty sure in the base game there's a chapter after this. I think there's chapter 6 and chapter 7, and then chapters 8, 9, and 10 are all like DLC. That
Okay.
when you see, it took a few years for this game to actually come out in the West, which is funny because it turned out to be a huge hit in the West. Like it actually, well, I say huge, relative to it, you know.
There's the girl I like.
Yeah, she's cute.
No, she's mine.
But
With her first.
oh Jesus, the way he phrased that.
And he just wants to date her.
Yeah, but his phrasing could have been far superior. What was I talking about that before? Oh yeah,
You
controllers.
should
and
just
stuff.
buy her flowers and ask her on a date.
All right, guys. Let's just do rock, scissors, paper.
Okay, fine. 1, 2.
I feel like this entire plot point of the whole Puyo Puyo people is that the Dark Lord guy just basically wants to date the main character.
So the Skezo.
Yeah.
And then the other one wants to date the Dark Lord, so she's upset about the fact the Dark Lord wants to date Arl.
Yeah, I got that vibe. But I just find it kind of funny if you don't like it.
Wait, this is a party battle? Oh, we're back to party mode, Caitlin.
Oh no.
Do you remember party mode?
Really?
This is the one where you can activate stuff that like cause flashlights to
Oh,
go on
yeah.
the screen, stop rotation, make weird pieces, all that kind of stuff. This is points based, so you've got to like extract as many points as you can possibly can. If we can get this done today, that would be something, you know. Okay, you stopped them from rotating, so that's really good. If it wasn't for that one red. Ooh, that could be a good one. If you pop that, it's attack up. So that could be huge. Yeah, like this will do an attack up now. So you should be able to do more damage now when you like make pieces.
And the 2 chain.
Okay, that'll help a lot, I think. Nice. Okay, that blocked off a bunch of stuff. Sorry, folks, we're getting a bit quiet, but I'm also kind of wondering about Caitlyn here, like how well she's gonna do.
I don't know.
Thunderstorm.
Yes. Just because I want to screw him over.
If you had put the blue in the middle, it would have been a chain. It's fine.
Thunderstorm.
Okay, that was only a 2 chain on his part. That wasn't anything too big.
Take this. Take that.
Oh god. He did a 4 chain.
Shit.
That's funny, some of the eyes are like kind of junky.
No. Okay, I had no way of coming back from that, I could tell. And I was,
So... Yes.
Oh, I forgot. So I don't lose if I get to the top. It's because it'd be accurate.
Yeah, it's points based completely. You just gave him a bunch of points when you died. Try it a few more times, and then we'll probably have to call it for today.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I didn't mean to go that far down, but okay.
But yeah. Anyway, any other interesting facts that I can share? Well, here's an interesting little fact that a lot of people probably don't know. So I know this is going to sound a bit random, folks, but, you know, stick with me here. So the dodo, you know, famous bird that went extinct, did you know, folks, that was actually a species
Oh.
of pigeon?
How does the ice work again?
It breaks after a while. It'll break after this one, I think. Or no, okay, maybe one more? You can actually exploit that sometimes if you can set up like a chain that happens when it like defrosts. That can actually work very well. So yeah, it's true. And apparently the closest living relative of the dodo is the Nicobar pigeon. Also, to be fair as well, actually, I guess this is another thing to talk about with regards to the dodo. And this applies to a lot of animals. So, the dodo lived in an environment where, like, there weren't really many predators of the dodo.
Okay.
And calling someone a dodo these days means, like, calling them stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you know, yo, you're such a dodo, you know, that kind of thing. But the thing was, it wasn't that the dodos were stupid. It's the fact that the dodos weren't afraid of the humans that landed and killed them. And the reason for that is, I think they call it
trusting?
island naivety, I think is what they call it. So basically, because there were no predators on the island, it was too much energy to use to like be afraid of predators when there's none. At least one more, maybe two more, depending on the time. And they just lost that ability over the years, and so when humans came along, they weren't that scared. It applies to some other animals as well, like for instance, very famously, the penguins that live in Antarctica.
Oh, they're not afraid of humans anymore, I know that.
They're not really afraid of humans, and there's a reason for that. It's because in Antarctica...
We feed them, probably.
Well, no, it's because they don't have any, like, major land predators in Antarctica.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, there's... No, that's... Oh, that's me. Hang on.
Like, what phone is
Sorry,
that?
folks, that's my phone that goes off.
Oh, fuck. Okay, that was not good for me, but... I was like, what the fuck for a second.
But anyway, back to what I was saying. So, like, in Antarctica, the only thing penguins have to be afraid of on land, if a seal comes up, obviously if the seal can get close, but the thing is, penguins, even with their waddle, are still faster than a seal on land, generally. And there's some birds that'll go after them, like...
Oh yeah, I'm assuming...
I saw a video of, it was a...
Yeah.
Oh god, what are those birds called again? I can't remember the name of the bird, but it was a bird that attempted to go after a bunch of migrating penguin chicks.
Oh, you poor chicks.
And the chicks, like, actually, like, set up, like, they formed a circle to try to, like, keep themselves safe. And...
Okay, maybe one more time.
Yeah, I think one more. I think we have enough time for one more. Sometimes those birds will try to go after them. But in general, there isn't, like, for instance, there's some people who, you know, talk about, you know, polar bears in the Arctic. A lot of their ice is melting, and, you know, it's causing lots of major issues for them. Yay. But, so there's some people who talking like, why don't they move polar bears to Antarctica then, to keep them safe? And the obvious answer is, well, if they brought them to Antarctica, then the penguins are going to get wiped out. Like, the penguins would not stand a chance against all those polar bears, you know?
Oh, no, they wouldn't.
So you just be exterminating so many penguins, possibly all of them eventually. Well, all the ones in Antarctica. There's a lot of penguins that aren't in Antarctica, and people aren't as familiar with those ones. Like, for instance, there's one penguin species, and only one, that is actually in the northern hemisphere. In the northern half of the world. And that is in the Galapagos.
Ah, darn.
The Galapagos Islands. So, yeah, there are, you know, penguins that live in hot weather sometimes. It's kind of interesting. But obviously the famous penguins are the ones that live in Antarctica. Also, it's interesting to note as well that the original term penguin didn't refer to penguin as we know it these days. It actually referred to a species that is now extinct. It was called the great auk. It's actually a relative of the Puffin. You know the Puffin?
I do.
It was a relative of that.
What movie had a puffin bird in it that I used to love? Oh, The Swan Princess.
I haven't seen that one.
You've never seen The Swan Princess?
I don't think so.
Okay, we probably should give it a credit here. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, we'll finish up here. So head back to the main menu.
But yeah, Swan Princess. I'm actually very surprised you haven't seen The Swan Princess.
So anyway, we made some progress, folks. I mean, sure, we only got a couple of levels done, but the first one was pretty tough.
And you had to do it in the end.
Yeah, even I struggled. Now, to be fair, I hadn't played Puyo myself for a long time.
It was Tetris.
Or Tetris, sorry, for a long time. So there was that aspect to it as well, but like it was also just, again, hard to make killing blows in that mode. But we did make progress. We're on to the penultimate world. You know, that's good. And we had some interesting discussions about things. Kathlynn did a pretty good job overall of carrying me when I was having to focus on the actual match and everything. So, you know, that was all good. So, you know, pretty happy with that. Anyway, folks, if you enjoy this series, please leave it a like, consider subscribing to the channel, check out some of our other content. I did a pretty interesting different video recently to do with someone's experience going into Kingdom Hearts, so definitely go check that out. It seems to be, decently popular, at least at the moment. Also, go ahead and check out my streaming on Twitch. It's Immortalium, and I try to typically do it at 2 p.m. Irish time on Sundays. However, sometimes when I'm not available, like for instance, we're recording on a Sunday today, I moved to Saturday, and I'm currently doing Sekiro randomizer in terms of items and enemies. So definitely go check that out. That's quite fun. Might be done by the time that the episode goes out, but in the event that I am done, you can go check it out on Immortalium Gaming. I upload all the VODs there. Also, go ahead and check out UK Anime Network. UK Anime Network is a website that covers a wide variety of Japanese media. We're talking anime, manga, video games, toys, live action, etc, etc. I'm covering some interesting content out there at the moment, so definitely go check that out. And also, I've set up a YouTube channel that I do want to get back to, called Cultured Immortalium, which covers, some NSFW content from Japan, mainly to do with anime and manga. So yeah, if you're interested in that kind of content, go check that out. Anyway, with that all being said and done, this has been Owen, also known as Immortalium.
And Caitlin.
And bye-bye!
Bye-bye!